Please give it up from Farmington, New Mexico, Chris the Lightning Leyva.
Here comes Chris Leyva, 10 wins, 3 losses from Team Four Corners. He is in a very precarious situation.
Not the most popular fighter in the room right now. Mike Joker Guymon, one of the most popular fighters fighting on the regional circuit of Southern California.
Mike Guymon, originally a Tap Out member.
Originally the Tap Out crew, UFC veteran. Owned multiple gyms in Southern California. Now he's training with James Wilkes at Lightning MMA.
And again, Joker, his life had some ups and downs. Had a brush with death.
Yeah, he's had his issues with depression, anxiety. He's on medication for that. Obviously, the well-publicized incident a few years back where he took off from his house with a loaded firearm. His wife worried that he was going to commit suicide. Cops were called in. Very big deal, but he got the help that he's been looking for.
Yeah.
He continued to fight in the UFC, and now he's fighting again here, and at a lower weight class, no less.
If you had the opportunity to speak to him one time, you're glad that we still have him. Really nice guy. And again, take nothing away, of course, now we're looking at the entrance of Chris Leyva. Not to overshadow him. In fact,
we've had a spoiler already.
In fact, with all the hype going on for the return of Mike the Joker Guymon, you take off your hat to this guy, Chris Leyva, because he took the fight. He knew he wasn't going to be the favorite. He knew he was fighting an extremely talented former King of the Cage champion.
And now, ladies and
gentlemen, here he is to do
put
it.
your hands together for his opponent from Irvine, California, Mike the Joker Guymon.
This is the moment many of us have been waiting for. 12 wins, 5 losses, a draw from Joker's MMA. Mike the Joker Guymon. A lot of us had the opportunity to follow his career on the way up to the UFC. We got to see him as the King of the Cage champion. We got to see him winning impressive fights. He's an extremely athletic fighter who has a flow to his style that's somewhat GSP-esque.
Exactly. What he has, I have trained under him, and what I like most about him, he is so good at merging the different styles of mixed martial arts. You see a lot of guys, maybe they're fantastic at jiu-jitsu or fantastic kickboxers, but they don't flow from the ground game to the wrestling, to the striking, to the clinch work, to the cage work. They don't flow between the different areas of mixed martial arts. He is very, very good at that. He's grappling and wrestling is his strong point, but but the thing that separates him from a lot of fighters is his ability to move through the different disciplines.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who has somewhat of the muscular physique, and it's because he's one of those guys who has naturally just good athletic ability and reflexes.
Yes.
It's not because he's got a solo flex at home in his closet, though he might, and we should talk to him about it.
Well, whatever he's doing, it worked, because not only is he aggressive and very good, well-rounded mixed martial artist, but he is a huge lightweight. He was a big welterweight when he was fighting during the bulk of his career. He has cut down from 170 to 155 pounds. He is ripped, he is lean, and you will not find many guys his size that can find a way to weigh 155 pounds.
Yeah, again, I'm curious to see what Leyva brings to the dance here. Because Joker really is, like I said, he's extremely well-rounded. Watching his previous fights, I remember thinking that the style reminded me somewhat of what GSP does, where he's simply able to flow from one thing to another like water. Here's your tail of the tape.
We are live from the Commerce Casino in Commerce, California, where Bamma USA, in association with Budweiser, the king of beers, please drink responsibly, and the Commerce Casino are proud to present the main event of the evening. This main event is being sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commissioner, Executive Officer George Dodd, Chairman John Frierson, your 3 judges cage side should the bout go the distance, Ron McCarthy, Larry Landless, and John Newberg, and your referee in charge of the action when the bell sounds, Mike El Jefe Beltran. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in front of a packed house here at the Commerce Casino, where battles are fought and champions are made. Let the battles begin. 3 5-minute rounds of fighting in the middleweight division. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he's a ground and pound fighter, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 157.4 pounds. His professional record, 10 wins with 3 defeats. Representing Farmington MMA and fighting out of Farmington, New Mexico, introducing Chris the Lightning Leyva. And his opponent fighting across the cage out of the red corner. He's an MMA style fighter, standing 6 feet even. He weighed in officially at 154.2 pounds. His professional record, 12 wins, 5 defeats with 1 bout even. Representing Jokers in Lightning Gym and fighting out of Irvine, California, introducing Mike the Joker Guymon. Once again, your referee in charge is Mike Beltran.
All right, gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now. At the sound of the bell, come on out and handle your business. Let's go.
Our main event is here. The return of Mike the Joker Guymon, Chris the Lightning Leyva, who we thank for stepping up and challenging himself and likely challenging Joker. 3 5-minute rounds. This is one of those moments that I will definitely remember in my commentating career. In the long time I have known and interviewed Joker Guymon, I've never actually got to call one of his fights, so I find this to be an honor.
Yeah, definitely one of the most well-liked and well-respected fighters here in Southern California. Ironic, so much weight that Mike Guymon cut to get down to 155, and his opponent, Chris Leyva, missed weight by 2 pounds. We've already seen a highly touted favorite lose already in Bamma USA.
Great shot by Guymon,
It's
sorry.
Catlin. Can Chris Leyva repeat?
Yeah, it's right. So far, our co-main event, we did have the upset. Catlin taking out Rudiger.
Good combination by Leyva.
And one of the reasons a guy like Leyva, who's not as known, takes a fight like this against a guy like Guymon is because he knows that if he pulls off the win,
you got nothing to
he
lose.
believes he can, he's going to get a lot more of a push to his career.
Nice transition there. Guymon threw the front kick. It was caught by Leyva, and he turned into a spinning back fist.
Joker held the title.
Good combo by Leyva. Lands. Right hand lands by Leyva.
Guymon very measured right now in his approach. He's feeling and reading what's in front of him.
Double leg by Guymon. No body lock. Good tight position here for Guymon. This is what he excels at. Clinch work, cage work, ground and pound.
Yeah, Guymon's very good at controlling position in all aspects of the game. Leyva's going to learn a lot about himself in this fight. Curious to see what kind of power, too. Because Guymon, he said big for a lightweight. He was big at welterweight. Strong.
Yeah, he's huge. But also a lot of cage rust for Guymon. It's been a long time since he fought. Oh, and he's dropped by Leyva. Leyva going in for the shots.
I think
Guymon recovers.
He rang his bell, but I think Guymon's all right because he kind of shook it off afterwards.
Yeah, he definitely went down to a knee.
A little bit of a flash knockdown. But Guymon's got to be careful because this guy's starting to pick shots, and he's picking them well. Leyva, again.
Leyva's finding his mark with these strikes. Guymon's moving in, and he's moving his feet, but he's not moving his head. A little bit of head movement would cause a lot of those shots to miss.
Straight right hand by Guymon, but Leyva answers with 3 or 4. That's going to be a numerical problem if he throws 1 or 2 good shots and Leyva answers with 5 or 6.
Guymon's doing the stock, and Leyva's backing up, but Leyva's getting the better of the exchanges here. Another good combo. He comes in with multiple punches, ends it with the leg kick.
Guymon switches to southpaw momentarily, now back to conventional. One of the worst things that can happen here right now for Guymon is for Leyva to continue to grow in confidence, because he's going to start taking more risks.
Very good point.
And the more risks he takes, he may leave himself a little more open, but it appears that he's going to start using those to his advantage, and at least winning the cards.
Yeah, Leyva traveled 2 states over to come into the backyard of his opponent in the main event, and Guymon's letting him gain confidence.
Joker's been off for some time. Again, this is his return.
Exactly. A lot of cage rust.
He's probably got to start feeling the rhythm a little bit, you know?
You can train your body. You can do combos all day long. You can spar for 1,000,000 rounds, but you just can't replicate what it feels like to be in a real fight. Guymon's still pushing forward, though.
I was just going to say that.
Timing on the takedown attempt. Now he's on the clinch. And he gets his takedown.
Now here's where Guymon in the past
This is where he excels.
Has given a lot of people a lot of trouble. This is where the fluidity of movement and control comes in. Leyva gets back to his feet now. We'll see if Mike drags him back down, and he does. Guymon, very good grappler. 10 seconds left in the opening round. Guymon looking to steal the show back. Leyva pours it on heavy.
Well, Guymon got a takedown in that round, but the story of that round really was Leyva landing some good combinations on Guymon, even dropping him once. Leyva finding a little bit of comfort here in Commerce, California.
I'd like to thank Budweiser, the king of beers. Please drink responsibly. Also like to thank Rev, Gear, Badbeat, and the Commerce Casino. Thank you to all of our sponsors for helping us make tonight's event and every event possible. Thank you.
He was completely content with having Guymon walk him down, circling him, picking his shots, and then changing direction, countering, changing direction again. And he did a good job at defending the takedown, not being controlled against the cage too much.
We're going to see how much that weight cut affected Guymon coming into the second round.
That was the biggest question I had in my mind when I knew he was going down to lightweight, and when I knew and got to see what he looked like. He was very, very thin down. And I seen him look extremely healthy and lean.
One of the things that goes away when you cut weight is the chin. It's interesting how that happens. A lot of times you're not able to withstand shots as well at higher weight classes, but his chin has held up to some of the best shots of Leyva so far. Not wasting any time. Double leg takedown for Guymon.
Now this is the Guymon that I remember.
This is the aggressive Guymon. Double leg right away, up against the cage.
This is what I remember. He would go at people. I've seen him fight guys at a catch weight that fought much heavier than him and still control them, still go at them. This is more of what we're used to seeing him do, and we've seen him fight before.
He's where he wants to be. He's got the back of his opponent, rear standing.
He may have given the first round away, and he definitely gave a little bit more of a confidence boost to Leyva than he probably should have. He might be seizing some of that back by simply taking over from the onset of round number 2. Guymon again, black and white trunks with head rush you see on the back, mostly white with black trim. That's Chris the Lightning Leyva. Guymon looking to drag him down.
Leyva doing a good job of using that wall as almost a third leg to kind of balance himself out.
Some blood now on Leyva. Could be coming from the nose of Guymon. Guymon not getting a hook in there.
Guymon got one hook, but that side of the cage is making it hard to get the other hook in. He's content kind of just riding him in all fours. And some good ground and pound now from Guymon.
I think this is what he needs to do. He's competitive on his feet. Guymon's a good striker, but so far in this fight, Leyva was winning that battle. Not so much here. Joker now mixing his attack up, more diverse than when on his feet.
Now he's having his way with Leyva. Leyva kind of just surviving now.
Mike Guymon with more unique hits than an adult website.
Some of the more popular websites online.
Not that you know what they are.
Not that I know.
Second round of our main event, and Guymon has completely turned the tables. And I believe this is the definition of our show, right? Badbeat. When something that looks like it should not win wins.
And he's just grinding away at Leyva.
Leyva made him look like he should not win in the first round. Now he's coming back.
And he's back up.
This is what Leyva wants. He wants a slugfest. Make no mistake, Guymon can win the striking battle. He just was having a lot more trouble in the first round with that.
Leyva's looking fatigued here. Mouth wide open.
He's a lot more tired a striker than he was in round one.
Heavy-footed.
Guymon
Both
bleeding.
fighters hitting each other from the clinch.
The back of Leyva taken, and Leyva almost collapsed. Knee to the side. Leyva looks like he's holding on, not going for a takedown.
Hammer fist to the head of Leyva by Guymon. Leyva now in the single leg. Guymon brings him back down, more knees to the ribs.
Mike Guymon is now looking like somebody who doesn't know how to stop. He appears to know he is in complete control. And now Leyva grabbing a leg, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Leyva just holding on now in those single legs. He's moving, but Guymon in complete control now, laying it on Leyva.
Mike Beltran doing a great job officiating. He's watching very closely, make sure Leyva is moving and defending. And he is.
On a double. Leyva just holding on to legs for something to hold on to. This could be stopped very soon.
Yeah, I mean, Guymon is just shy of pulling out a measuring tape here.
Leyva's, the only reason this fight isn't stopped is because Leyva's diving for those ankles. This is going to be stopped any second. More hammer fist by Guymon, and that's it. TKO victory
back
for Mike the Joker Guymon.
Welcome back, Joker. And you know what? He got tested.
Absolutely. He got dropped in the first. Some strikes were landed. He got bloody. But after over a year and a weight class down, Mike Guymon's back in the active MMA fold.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for Chris the Lightning Leyva. He put up a great fight. He took it to Guymon in the first round, and he made you think that he had a very high odds of winning the fight.
He landed. You can see it on the face of Guymon. A lot of those punches landed, but Guymon, once he got that fight where he wanted to, after that first takedown in the second round, he was in complete control of this fight. You can definitely tell that first round, a lot of the cage rust had to be shaken off by Guymon. A lot of things didn't go his way, wasn't able to get the takedowns he was going for.
Yeah, he's been more proficient at striking than he was tonight in an opening round. But he was very smart in realizing what was working and what wasn't. And he went to his A game, I think. He went to what he was really even more proficient at with the striking going to the ground. And I think that was an awareness thing. I think he put himself where he knew he had to be to win it.
I think he just remembered how to fight again after that first 5 minutes. I mean, he just came out a different fighter.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mike Beltran puts a stop to the contest. 4 minutes, 10 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by TKO due to referee stoppage by strikes, Mike the Joker Guymon.
Keep it going for Chris the Lightning Leyva. This was your main event.
Give it up for him, guys. Yeah.
Let them both know. Before I ask any questions, anybody in the arena hear me? Repeat after me. Welcome back, Joker. We got some history. It is an honor for me to have called your fight, to be here for your comeback fight. And man, that was a fight.
I didn't take Chris lightly for one bit. He's a very respectful kid, very tough. He's got a good group of guys back there. And you can't take anybody lightly in the sport. If you do, you're sorely mistaken. The sport could turn around and bite you on the butt at any time. It's bit me on the butt 5 times. So yeah, I know what it's like, and I just respect Chris. I respect everybody who goes in this cage.
Were you badly hurt at all in the opening round when he caught you? It seemed like it was like a knockdown. You looked like you cleared your head fast, but did you get hurt?
It's just another way of doing drugs. Gets you high. Nah, it's different, man. You get hit, and it's kind of cool sometimes. That was one of those, hey, let's chill out and take on a little bit.
What was the approach coming into the second? It appeared to us that between rounds, your corner introduced you to Mike the Joker Guymon again.
Yeah, that's what our team's about. We know each other so well. We don't have a gazillion guys. We have a small group of guys. That Joker's in Lightning MMA. We feed off each other. They know where exactly I am in a fight. If I feel like I'm doing something, we go over, we have a little plan. And James, the guys, told me the plan and said, look, we got to adjust. Here's what you got to do. Now I win. Listen to your voice.
Last question, 2 parts. 1, will we see you back? When will we see you back?
All right, I got a question for you guys. Do you want to see me back? Okay, now when do you want to see me back?
I think everybody here tonight would see you back if you would fight tomorrow. We'd be back here with tickets in hand again.
Bring it on, Holmes. Brett, set it up, son. Athletic Commission, please clear me. It's a boo-boo.
Congratulations. Welcome back. Mixed martial arts is a better place with you in it, and we're glad to have you here, my man. Mike the Joker Guymon, he's back!